Hello all, Dominic here again, welcome to another video. I hope you're all okay today, I hope life's going great for all of you. Now this video is going to be something Doctor Who related, and it's definitely a sort of thoughts, opinion that I want to share, so I do. This is not going to be about my thoughts of Series 12 so far, but that's a video I want to definitely make in the soon-to-be future. But it's actually going to be about my overall thoughts on when Matt Smith was announced as the Doctor back in 2009. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I sort of found it interesting and I want to, share my thoughts about it and stuff. And last year I was actually watching the video when it was announced, that Matt Smith would be taking over from David Tennant. And it sort of made me look back and I thought, do you know what? I want to make a video and, talk about it, so I do. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I hope you like it anyway. So yeah, it was an interesting time, a short time when David Tennant had announced to be leaving, and before Matt Smith was announced to be taking over from the role. So going back to October 2008, it was announced that David Tennant would be leaving the role, and I remember at the time there was a lot of shock and horror about that at the time, because people were quite worried, thinking like, really, David Tennant's leaving the role, like, why, you know what I mean, and everything, because a lot of people liked him. And with that, people kept questioning about who's going to be the new Doctor, who's going to take over from the role from David Tennant. And it was actually revealed in a Doctor Who Confidential sort of episode about who the 11th Doctor was, and it was revealed on the 2nd of January 2009 that the actor Matt Smith would be taking over from the role and play the 11th Doctor. Now, my thoughts of this when it was announced was, I was honestly excited. I thought, it'd be pretty cool to see what he does in the role and everything. And I was like, I've never heard of him, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. Because at that point, I'd never actually seen anything that Matt Smith ever did. And I think even looking back, he was a very unknown actor. I think a lot of people, if you tried to figure out what the heck he was in, you probably couldn't really name anything, unless you watched stuff that he was in specifically. So, yeah. But I remember, there was a lot of bashing by people at the time. And a lot of people just didn't like it. He's a terrible person, or he's not going to... he's going to be terrible in Doctor Who, blah, 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 blah. The same stuff as usual, you know what I mean? And it was mostly down to the fact that, at that point, it was the youngest actor to play the role, beating Peter Davison, because when Peter Davison took over from Tom Baker back in 1981, he was the youngest actor to play the role. He was 29, so he was. So Matt Smith, when he took over, he was 27, so he was. So, yeah, sort of being the youngest actor to play the role. And, yeah, a lot of people just very negative about it. And I think because of the fact a lot of people didn't want David Tennant to go and leave the role. And I think they just wanted him to stay as long as he could, really. So, yeah. Once he made his debut at the end of the 2010 New Year special, I liked him from that point. I really, really did. I thought, I can't wait to see what he does and everything. And I liked Matt Smith's era as the Doctor. He was really, really good. And it was great from, all that, it was funny looking back, because it started with, we don't like him, to, we like him, he's a great actor, you know what I mean? It sort of brought people back into Doctor Who. And it was really, really good. And even to this day, I think he was a great choice in the role. He was phenomenal for what he did. And he was just great overall. I liked him. He became one of my favourites, so he did. Even though Peter Capaldi became my all-time favourite, so he did. Even up there with Paul McGann. But it was just great for the, for the 3 years that he gave in the role. It was just great, and it was just fantastic. It really, really was. And it was funny looking back, because when he was announced back in 2009, he got a lot of hatred, And by the time it was announced he was leaving in June 2013, I remember a lot of people getting upset and getting annoyed, like, oh, I don't want him to leave, you know, I like him and stuff. And it was funny, I remember looking back, I remember at the time back in 2013, and saying, well, you're the same people that bashed him when he was announced, and now you want him to stay, so it's sort of a bit ironic in that, but it's funny looking back and everything. And obviously we got Peter Capaldi after that, and obviously, you know, Jodie Whittaker after that, so yeah, it's sort of funny looking back. It's a bit ironic because when Peter Capaldi got announced as the Doctor, a lot of people gave him a lot of hatred. And then same with Jodie Whittaker as well, so things never change really, you know what I mean? But for the Peter Capaldi video, that will be... I'll sort of mention that in when I make that video, so I will. So yeah, it was interesting looking back, like 11 years. 11 years since he was announced. Flipping heck. Where's that time gone? Where has that time gone? Flipping heck. The yesteryears of old days, you know what I mean? It's just crazy and stuff. But yeah. Yeah. Just absolutely crazy and stuff. So, yeah, I just want to say, you know, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and everything. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. You know, what were your opinions back when Matt Smith was announced? I'd love to hear that, so I would. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your week. Alex will be back on Friday, and I will be back on Saturday as well. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.